All right, it's me again, Darwin Malagueño, and I'm your teacher in empowerment technology. So, um, today we'll talk about one of the ways and means for you to present using, and that is using PowerPoint presentation. And today we'll talk about some of the basic features of Microsoft PowerPoint 0365. All right, I'm pretty sure that you're excited, so let's go ahead and get started. So maybe it's your first time to um, make use of Microsoft PowerPoint. So we'll go to the basics first, to some of the basic features of Microsoft PowerPoint and the things that you can do. Also, we'll do some demonstration using Microsoft PowerPoint. Let's go ahead and all right. So basically, we give credit to Ma'am Eliza Duran because she's the one who prepared these PowerPoint presentation for us. So it's entitled Advanced Presentation Skills. All right. So presentation software is an application software that allows user to create visual aids for presentations for to communicate ideas, messages, and other information. Before we have manila paper, and then our pencil pen or our chalkboard, but with the advent of technology, we can take advantage of these so-called Microsoft PowerPoint. And there are also some other presentation tools aside from Microsoft PowerPoint, which allows us to create stunning visual aids. All right. Now let's talk about PowerPoint. It's according to some of our reference, it's defined or described as a highly innovative and versatile program that can ensure a successful communication whether you're presenting in front of potential investors, a lecture theater, or simply in front of your colleagues. All right. And if you are a student, then and if you are asked to present a certain topic, then you can make use of PowerPoint presentation. But since you are already in your senior high school, then my dear students, then you can make use of these to present a topic with flying colors, of course. Okay, so this is the logo of Microsoft PowerPoint. Simply, you can go to these logo, the Windows logo. You can go to Windows logo using your laptop or your desktop or your keyboard. Then type Windows logo and then R and then type PowerPoint presentation, or simply go to the applications and locate these logo and click that. Okay, so let's define some of the basic terms. So we have here the so-called slide. It's a single page of a presentation. Okay, collectively a group of slides may be known as slide deck. Okay, so collection of slides called a slide deck, and we also have these word the design template. It's a pre-designed graphic styles that you can apply to your slides, and later on I'm gonna show you some of these awesome designs readily available for you. Okay, so if you're not so particular when it comes to designs and selecting the font color and some of the background photo for your designs, then Microsoft PowerPoint 365 will allow you to simply click on the pre-designed graphics tiles. Okay. Also, this word slideshow. It's a collection of pages arranged in sequence that contain text and images for presenting to an audience. Just click on the F5 button on your keyboard, and then the slide will be shown onto your screen. So these are the 5 features of PowerPoint presentation. We have adding smart art, inserting shapes, inserting image, slide transitions, and adding animation. And later on, as I was saying, we'll do all of these using our updated O365 Microsoft PowerPoint. Also, we have these effective presentation. Creating an effective presentation. So number 1 is minimize. You have to keep your slides count to a minimum to maintain a clear message. So you don't want your presentation to be cluttered. Say it's just a 1 hour presentation and then you got 100 page or 100 slides in your PowerPoint presentation, so you don't want that to happen. So you can minimize all of these to keep the audience attentive. And you also have to remember that the presentation is just a visual aid. So most of the time you do the talking, you do the explanation, provide explanation, okay? But the PowerPoint presentation, as I was saying, is just a visual aid. So sometimes you don't need to really read everything on the slide. Just go ahead and explain something very important. Most information should still come from the reporter. All right, just like what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to explain to you everything. I'm just making use of the slide, as our basis, as our guide throughout the discussion. All right, the second thing that you have to remember is the clarity. You have to avoid being too fancy by using font style that is easy to read, okay? Or should I say, just make use of the font style that is easy to read and avoid some, other fonts that are distracting or inconsistent or something like that. Make sure that it is also big enough to be read by the audience, so you don't want to put every paragraph or a certain a single chapter in a single slide. You don't want that, of course. Once you start making your presentation, consider how big the screen is during your report. So if it's just if you're using a television and it's 24 inches TV, then you can also make it bigger. But if you're using a projector, so you can make it bigger, of course. All right. But if you're just using a laptop, then that depends too. Okay. On the number of audience. If you're just one or two or three or anything like that, just so you can just look at the screen of your laptop. But if it's not, if it's a projector, then that depends. You can also make it a bit readable. Okay. Also, simplicity. Use bullets or short sentences. Do not make use of a certain paragraph. Summarize the information on the screen to have your audience focus on what the speaker is saying than on reading the slide. So you can limit the content to 6 lines, right? Just like what we have, it's not 6 lines, but it's short, okay, and 7 words per line. Okay, if you cannot do away with that, just make sure that it's clear, all right, and it's not cluttered. So it's known as the 6x7 rule. Visual. When it comes to visual, you can make use of the graphics that are, of course, that has its purpose, okay, but do not make use of the distracting graphic designs. Also, instead of using table of data, you can make use of charts and graphs. So that's also available on the tabs, which I'll be showing you later on. Also, we have here consistency. When it comes to consistency, make sure that your design is uniform. Okay, so from page 1 to slides 1 to 5 and so on. So you see our consistent background, consistent border and all, consistent font and bullets. So that's consistency. Avoid having different font styles and background. So if your font style is italics, then make sure that most of the time you make use of style italics. But if it's not, then that's also possible. You have here Calibri, you have Times New Roman and so on. So you can make use of those. Okay, making it formal. Also, when it comes to contrast, use a light font on a dark background or vice versa. So if you'd like to make use of a light font, say a white font for your letters, then definitely the background should be darker. Okay, so and if you're using a light background, then definitely the font should be dark, just like what we have here right now. So this is done so that it is easier to read. In most instances, it is easier to read on screen if the background is dark. This is due to the brightness of the screen. Alright, so that's all. Now let's move on to our demonstration. So right now, Okay, so this time we'll go to our Windows. Sorry, our home home page or main page. So you're looking at my desktop right now. Okay, so we need to locate to the Microsoft Word. Okay, sorry, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint. So this is what I have here. What I'm using right now is Windows 11. So this is the updated Windows that we have. Okay, so if you click on the Microsoft PowerPoint, this is what you have, what you'll see. So we have here the blank presentation. You have the 3D float design. Okay, so these are the pre-designed themes. If you'd like to look for some more themes that you want, then you can click on the more themes button, and then you have here some of the pre-designed themes for you. Now if you're not satisfied with that, then you can go here. You have a search box, type in say technology. Okay, and if you click on technology, click the search button, and you have here some pre-designed themes designed related to technology. Okay, but for the sake of the demonstration, I need to click on the blank presentation. Now let's talk about the tabs that are found in here. So on top, as you can see, we have here the file tab. Okay, if you click on the file tab, it will ask you to go to click on some of the buttons here. So you have here the home, the new, the open tab, open button, info, save as save as PDF, print, share, export, close, account, and so on. But we don't need that because we're done with that. Next we go to home button, sorry, home tab, and you have here the paste button where you paste a word, sorry, a text, a picture, keep text. Right, so these are the pop-up windows, pop-up buttons that you can see. If you click on the pastes, you can click a photo, or you can paste a photo, or you can paste a link, you can paste a word, whatever. So you can also under the home tab, you have here the new slide button. Okay, so you have here the office themes for you. You have the reuse slides button. Okay, slide layout, reset, and sections. Right, and here it's also one of the most interesting part. Under the home tab, you have here the shapes. If you would like, say, put a circle on the page, that's also possible. The tabs will change if you insert a shape. So as you can see, the tab has just changed. You can change the border, you can change the color of the shape, right? You can also change the design, the themes for the circle, for example. Okay, so let's put like black. You can here you have here options like shapes, shape fill, right? You can select different theme colors, or you can select standard colors. That depends. All right, let me go back to black. Okay, so if you click on the shape again, you'll get back to the shape format. As you can see, it's on the top. It says shape format. Then you can also put some text on the shape. Just right click on the shape, then right click using your mouse, and then it says edit text. Say circle. You can type circle, but if you can delete that too. So highlight the word that you just type and then click on delete or backspace using your laptop. Okay, and okay, based on these circle can also be positioned depending on your preference. You can put it, you can bring it forward, send it backward. Okay, so it's the backward of the text. Okay, or forward on top of the text. Also, as you can see here, you can under the shape format tab, you can also put other shapes like the arrow, just like that. You can resize it depending on you. So if you would like to resize the picture or the shape, you can click on the shape, and you have here these circle in each of the corners. Then you can click in that, and you can see the arrow changing. So the cursor, I should say, changing. So you can resize that, or you can change the color. Okay, that depends on you. Right, the thickness and the width. So you can change that too. You can change the color. Just click on the image or the shape, and then go to this part, shape styles, black, blue, whatever. Okay, so let me delete that again. So if you'd like to delete the shape, click on the shape and click delete using your keyboard. So let's go back here to the home tab. So that's the shape. Also same thing with the arrange, but it's not working because it's not highlighted because we don't have a shape on the blank page. Now let's go here to the part that says dictate. So if you're using Microsoft PowerPoint using O365, then you have the option to put some recordings directly to that particular slide. Now you also have here the designs ideas. So I want to click on the design ideas. So you have here on the left pane, alright, sorry, on the right pane you see here the design ideas available. So if you're connected online, then you have the option to change the design. Just click on the design, one of these preferred design of yours, and it will automatically change the slide that you have here. Alright, so if it's a video, if it contains a video, then that's what you'll see. Okay, but you also have other designs too, so it will be easier for you to simply create a the first page of your slide. But let me close that and make it delete that one more time. So we'll go back to the blank page. Let's move to the insert tab. So you have here another option. If you click on insert tab, you have here new slide. Okay, same thing, or use slide. Now if you would like to put some tables, let me delete these. This is what you need. So click on the tables, and how many columns and rows do you need? So 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 4 by 1. All right, that depends. This is what will be shown to you if you click on this table. You have the option to change the styles for the table and change the color. Okay, so you have here blue, you have the green, the yellow. Alright, so it also changes. This is the header. Okay, so you have the header row, total row, first column, last column, banded. So that's what you'll see if you click on some of these options. Alright, header row. Okay, and let's see. So if you click on the table, another tab will be shown. It says table designs and then layout. Okay, so if you'd like to put some border, you just need to highlight the entire table and click on borders, all borders. So that's what will show to you. All borders, no border, outside borders, inside. Yeah, top. What else? Bottom. Okay, and you also have here, let me click on the table one more time. So if you would like to change the font, say name. Alright, so I'm typing the word name. I want to change the font color. Okay, so this is where you need to click on it. Okay, click on the table, click on the highlight the word, and then click on the font color. Also the outline, if you'd like to make it thicker than or thinner, that depends. Okay, so yeah. Alright, okay, now outline, let's see. Okay, and you also have, hold on, we also have another design ideas here. So if you have a table, it says if there is available design ideas for the table, then it will be shown, but right now it's not showing because it says sorry, no design ideas for this slide. Okay, so that's the insert tab. Let's go back to the insert tab. Let me just delete that table one more time. Let me click this insert tab. So aside from table, you can insert picture or photo. This device, it means you'll be browsing using your laptop, stock images. Let me click on this device. Alright, so I've got photo here. Alright, so this device is this photo is basically saved from my laptop. You can also insert, let's see, a stock image, online images available. All right, let me click, say, this one, insert. All right, so it will automatically be inserted. All right, let me delete that again, and let's see. Click insert tab and online pictures. So if I would like to say search about logo. Alright, so these are the logos that you can find. You simply click on that, say Google Chrome, insert. Okay, so that logo will be inserted directly into your presentation, and that's basically online. You don't need to go to Google and then save it. You can just go directly to insert tab and then picture and then online photo. Okay, so that's it. You have here screenshot, photo album if you have shapes. Alright, you also have your icons. These are the icons that you can find. Cut out people, stickers, video, illustrations, cartoon people. Alright, it's loading. Right, those are the things. You also have a 3D model, smart art, and chart. Let's go to smart art. So these are the examples of smart art. Okay, you can change the style. That depends on you, specifically if you're showing a relationship, for example. But you can change that if you wish. Say this one. Right, click on this this part. Here, smart art design on top. Another tab will be shown. If you click on smart art, if you would like to change the layout, you have here the layout option. This one. You can change from right to left to right. It's not changing. Hold on. Yeah, this one. So red. Change the side if you'd like it to be on the other side. You'd like to add shape. Okay. Add more shapes and so on. Demote. There. Promote. Okay. Move up. That depends on you. Okay. And move down. Anyway. Change color, you can change the color. That depends on you too. So I've got here, say blue, and then orange. Okay, what else? You can also insert some shapes right on top of it. Say it's a header. Okay, that depends on you too. If you'd like to add text, just right click using your mouse and then edit text, say title. Okay, there. Let me remove that. What else? You can change the color of the cell, say blue. Okay, you see here the button. You can click on this and select image. Okay, this one. Click on it and from file, let's see, let me click on that, insert. So there, it will be shown here, right here. Alright, we don't want that. So let me delete the smart art. Hold on. That's the smart art. Now if you'd like to insert a chart, it's also possible. So you have here columns, lines, pie bar, area, map, stock, surface, radar, tree map, sunburst, histogram, box, whiskey, waterfall, funnel, and combo. So what if I'd like to put a pie chart? So this is a preview. Let me click on it. Alright, so there. So you have here, this is the pie graph, and on top of it, or sometimes it's in here on the other side, that depends. You have here a table, Microsoft Excel, where you can put the legend, okay, and the value. So first quarter, second quarter, third, and so on. Yeah, so that's the legend and then the value. Let me close that for you. But say if you close that, you can click on the plus sign again. Right there. Change the format. Depends. Okay. Alright, so you have here some other options too. Okay, and alright, if you would like to edit the legend or the percentages, for example, click on the graph, right click using your mouse, and then edit data. Alright, so this Microsoft Excel cell will be shown again. Okay, so that's inserting here the chart. You have the Google form. Okay, we don't want that yet because it's a bit advanced. But anyway, add-ins, not yet. Links, comment, text box there. If you'd like to put a text box, click on the insert tab, click on the insert text box, and then type in say title. Okay, so that's the title. Right, and what else? Insert tab, header or footer. So you have your option to put a header or a footer, which are found on top and on the bottom of the page. You can also click in or put some word art. So it's a pre-designed text for you. Okay, so it will automatically be shown. Say title. The difference here of the text box and the word art is that it, if you try to resize this, it's just easy. You can just highlight that and easily change the font style and then the font color. Alright, what else? Alright, you also have here date and time. You can include here the date and time for your for the page, and then insert slide number. What else? This one, the insert object. Okay, insert symbol. If you would like to put some equations, mathematical equations, it's possible. Alright, insert symbols, it's also possible. Media, if you'd like to insert some video, audio, whatever. Okay, no. There. Now let's go to draw tab. This is one of the recent updates in Microsoft PowerPoint, because you have here the option to draw. Let's say this one, drawing tools, circle, eraser. Yeah, let's see this one too, and eraser. So it's just very easy to draw an eraser. Ruler. Okay, that's the ruler. Because you have 45 degrees. Ink to A, ink to shape, ink to math, ink to replay. I don't need that yet. Alright, just click and click like this one too. Alright. Anyway, this is the select button. Alright. Next is the design. It's also really important because this will be the theme of the entire slide that you'll be creating to add some consistency. So let's see this one. You can add slide by simply clicking on the left pane and then right click and then new slide. So you have here two slides, first slide, and then this is the second slide. So you have same exact slides. But if you wish to change the color, that's also possible. You go here to the variants. So blue, pink, and yeah, variety of colors. But you can look for some varieties. Just click on the drop down arrow and you'll see here some differences of color variants. Alright, on the other side you also have other designs. Okay, and you have to hear the themes, and then on beside that you have the variants. You also have the slide size. You have the standard size 4:3 or the widescreen 16:9. Most of the time we use the 16:9. Alright, format background option. You also have one way to format the background. You have the solid, the gradient, picture, pattern, hide the background. So you have a different patterns. Alright, that depends on you. If you like to change the color, that's also possible. Okay, and design idea, so it's still there. You can change the design, available online. Alright, let me delete that again. To delete this slide, you need to go to this left pane by the way, and right click using your mouse, and you see here delete slides. Alright, so it's blank. Hold on. Okay, let's go to the blank. Okay, and let's see. So yeah, that's the design tab. Let's go to the transition tab. So you have here different ways to do some transitions: fade, push, wipe, split, reveal, cut, yeah, random bars. It's not showing, yeah. And there's a drop down arrow too. Click on that drop down arrow. You have the subtle, exciting. These are the new slide animations that you can find. Alright. Okay, let's see. There you go. Alright, and dynamic content. Yeah, these are the dynamic content. And you also have some options on the transition tab to preview the slide and put some sounds like this one, right? Or put some duration on how long the animation will take, and whether it will be applied to all or on mouse click or after how many milliseconds or seconds. Right, so that's the transition tab. Let's go to animation tab. So you have here the option to preview. It's nothing on the slide, but anyway, it's still the same, but it's more on the animation directly on the text. So let's see. Let me insert a text, word art. Let's see. Hold on. Title. Say the title is Empowerment Technology. Empowerment Technology. Right, now I'd like to put some animation on this text. So what I'm gonna do is I'll need to highlight that text and go to animations, and then okay, up here, fly, float, split, wipe, right, stumble. Right, now if you would like to change, let's see, you have to go to animations, entrance. So you have your different types of animation: entrance, moderate, or exit. Okay. More option paths, the direction of the, here under the add motion paths, you can change the direction: 4 points, 6 point, circle, triangular, pentagon, arc. Alright, that's it. What else? Trigger on click, animation pane. Okay, so let's see. Now what if you'd like to change the type of animation? So it says effect options. So you have the hold on. So what if you'd like to put some animations per letter? So on the right pane you have here yeah, the animation pane, and you have here the drop down arrow. Click on the drop down arrow, click on the effect options, and then you have here by word or by letter. So let me click by word and see the difference. Yeah, that's by word. Now what if I put some by letter? So that's it. So everything is added based on each letter, not all at once. Alright, so that's the animation pane. You can hide or unhide the animation pane by click on the animation pane button on the tab on the ribbon. Right, so same option on click with previous or after. You also need to, you can also have here on delay and so on. Right, next one is slideshow. So you have here slideshow from the beginning. All right, current slide, custom slide, option. All right, here's coach. Right, you can you can try to explore some of the options available here. But most of the time we use from the beginning, but let's see. In Microsoft Office 365, we also have an option to record from the beginning, from current slide. Okay, and create some audio for each of these slides. Right, save as show, export video, and so on. Review. Okay, so it's also more on editing and view. So outline view, slide view, notes, reading, and what else? You can show the ruler, the grid lines, the guides, and so on. Grayscale. All right. Okay. Yeah, and so far those are the basic things when it comes to Microsoft PowerPoint. All right, and after that you go to here to the File tab, then click Save As, and then you select it if you'd like wish to save. If you'd like to save the work, then go back to File tab, click Save As, say this PC, or browse, then select Desktop. Okay, presentation 1, put your title, and then save. So far that's it. Those are the basic things when it comes to Microsoft PowerPoint 365. I hope you learned something from that. And if you have a question, don't forget to send a message directly to your teacher. Yeah, and I hope you learned something today. Again, my name is Norman, and I'm your teacher in Empowerment Technology. You have a great day. Bye.